Welcome, I'll be reacting to Scrooge, 1970 version. This is a commentary, it is not a market substitute. Please support the original, currently on Paramount Plus. Sing a Christmas carol, sing a Christmas carol. Obi-Wan Kenobi is in it? Haha, Fezziwigs! Eliza Doolittle will be proud.
There'll be no peace on earth with all that blooming noise going on. Here you are, boys. Thanks, Governor. Come on.
I can't believe a man in peace.
Oh, blimey. Who's he? That's Father Christmas.
A plague on Father Christmas.
And he sends his best to you too, Governor.
Yes, humbug.
That was a good humbug.
Christmas nonsense.
That was great. Cratchit was like,
If I could work my will, nephew, every idiot who goes about with Merry
that is a
Christmas
beautiful
on his lips
save.
should be boiled with his own pudding and buried with a stake of holly through his heart. You keep Christmas in your way and let me keep it in mine.
But you don't keep it.
You keep Christmas in your way and let me keep it in mine. Not everyone enjoys Christmas. There are a variety of reasons. They might have lost a loved one at Christmas time and just don't feel like celebrating. Or they might be not doing well financially and have decided, I'm going to skip this year. It just doesn't make logical sense. We'll do something small on our own. Or they might just be a different religion and don't celebrate Christmas. There is this time of year sometimes a pressure that you're supposed to celebrate Christmas. And I just want to point out, as grumpy as Scrooge is, if someone does say, I'm not doing Christmas this year, don't jump on them. Just let them celebrate it in their own way and what they need this year. So I just wanted to say that because I love it. But I also recognize not everyone does, and it's okay.
7 o'clock on Christmas Eve, that's not business hours. That's drudgery for the sake of it, and an insult to all men of goodwill.
Here, here.
Thank you, Bob Cratchit.
Problem is you went and got yourself married. Now, why in God's name did you ever do that?
Because I fell in love with the lady.
There's one thing in the world more nauseating than a Merry Christmas. It's the hypocrisy of a happy marriage with some idiot lovesick female. Good afternoon, sir.
Oh, and Uncle. Happy New Year.
Good afternoon. Give you one Christmas day off and you expect them all.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
Be gone from here and take your infernal Merry Christmas with you.
The actor playing Scrooge is doing a good job of giving the feeling that he's just kind of done with the world and depressed more than angry and bitter, which is interesting. Because I've seen Scrooge's played as he's just really bitter at everyone and it's just nasty. He's not in this particular portrayal. He's just weighed down. You can kind of see it in his eyes. He's just given up of ever finding joy again, kind of a thing, which is fascinating. I like it. I must have seen Christmas Carol done in almost 100 different ways between all the stage plays and the movies and stuff. And yet, each portrayal is different. And I think that's one of the reasons I really enjoy watching this story over and over.
Boo. Happy, my dear. Tim.
I was wondering if that was Tiny Tim.
I like that dolly in the corner. I like all of them.
Good boy. And why not one in particular?
Well, he said I can't have none of them, so I might as well like them all.
Aww.
Christmas puddings rich with Christmas cream. Christmas presents shine in the Christmas windows.
5 children, Bob. 5 for a shilling.
Thank you, John.
Aww. This is too adorable. In this time period, they did do decorating with fruit, things like oranges and apples and stuff, because it was a huge treat, something you would eat afterward, as well as looking pretty. And I've kind of kept up that tradition, even though I don't really volunteer at museums anymore. I like putting fruit out in the middle of Christmas and Yule decor. My favorite to use is cuties because they're just the right size to kind of intersperse in evergreens. Gives a splash of color. Plus you can eat them on Christmas morning.
In 20 years.
At that price, it should be. What shame.
Thank you, Mr. Bissett. And a happy Christmas to you.
Ooh. Oh, wow. This is great. I love that we're going along shopping with them.
Come and see what we've been.
Okay, but why do they have a Christmas tree? I mean, as gorgeous as this is, and I love doing trees with real candles, I don't think they gained popularity until after this. All right, it was written in 1843. Prince Albert brought his in 1840. Could they become so popular in 3 years that a poor family would have a tree? Christmas trees became popular with the middle classes in around 1860. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was more of an 1860s thing. You know what? I'll give it to them. I'm going to say Mrs. Cratchit is just incredibly fashionable, even though she doesn't have a lot of money. And she's like, I saw an illustration that the Queen had one of these tree things. I'm going to do it for my family. We can't do much, but we're going to do the Queen's tree. I'll give them a pass on this.
The poor suffer greatly at the present time. Many thousands are in want of common necessaries. What may we put you down for, sir?
Nothing, sir.
Ah, you wish to be anonymous?
Look at these locations.
If they would rather die, then they had better do it and decrease the surplus population. Good night, gentlemen. Humbug! Poppycock.
I love this set.
I hate people. I hate people.
You know, as an introvert, I kind of feel this sometimes.
Loathsome, inexplicable creatures.
You see, Mr. Scrooge, sir, we've been giving more credit than usual.
That's your business, madam. Mine is to collect £2 5 shillings now.
We sell things for children, sir, and at this time of the year, people can't afford to
Neither
pay
can I afford it, madam. Do you afford 12 shillings?
12? Oh, but Mrs.
Well,
we
Scrooge,
scarcely
sir,
make that much in a week.
I have a feeling he'll be back to talk to them at the end to take this away. Punch and Judy. Seriously, Scrooge?
Tomorrow it will be £2.10, or I confiscate your puppets.
All right, Mr. Scrooge. £2.10.
These kids are clever.
1 week.
10 days?
1 week.
1 week.
And put a lid on that stuff. I'll take it home.
I don't know. I would have taken the free soup every day. That sounds like a good deal. I wanted to comment on the sound design here. So we have this big musical number, which is a lot of sound. This next scene requires no sound because it needs to be spooky and creepy. We can already see the face. You can't go from Father Christmas into silence. So they had the dog barking. And what that did is it transitioned us from a loud crowd scene into the quiet Winter Street ghost story.
Scrooge. Riley?
Ooh, and all the cobwebs because he won't even pay a maid or a butler to take care of the place. Ooh. I don't know. I wouldn't take your jacket off. That fire hasn't gotten going yet. Hey, let him eat his soup. On him after dinner. Thank you. Oh, that's creepy. Also, thinking about the geographical layout of this house, normally those bells would be where the servants' quarters are, because you would pull the bell rope and it would ring the bell downstairs. And they were right across the hall from him. Does that mean he's staying in the servants' quarters? That is an interesting choice. Marley and Marley. Woo!
Can you sit down?
Of course I can sit down.
Do so, then. You're an hallucination. It's humbug, I tell you. It's a lot of...
I wear the chain I forged in life. I made it
Link by link.
link by link.
You were always a good man of business.
Mankind should be our business, Ebenezer. But we seldom attend to it.
It was so symbolic that he kind of wrapped him in chains like that.
Beware, lest their dreadful fate be yours.
Ooh.
You will be visited
Here we go.
by 3 ghosts.
Oh, that's clever. Putting your valuables underneath there. Ah.
1 o'clock.
Oh, beautiful. I love her muff.
Rise and walk with me.
I am in love with her outfit. Ah, pantos.
Well, there were some boys singing a Christmas carol outside my door last night. I should have given them something, that's all.
Let us look. We're to be together all Christmas long. Go and fetch your things.
Always a delicate creature whom a breath might have withered. There's a Christmas that you really enjoyed.
Is this fuzzy wig?
Why, it's so fezzy-wig alive again.
I like that we're still in Regency, showing the passage of time.
There's only one that's rarely fun.
December the 25th.
Correct.
Ask anyone, call Robinson or Brown or Jones or Smith, their favorite day, and they will say,
December the 25th.
You don't understand. He has the power to make us happy or unhappy, to make our work a pleasure and a burden. It's
It's
nothing
true.
to do with money.
Why are they waltzing this early? Waltzing didn't come in until later.
Isabel.
And he was in his 20s, and he looks like he's in his, what, 60s? So it would have been before about 1812, which means they would not have been waltzing, I think. He can't be younger than his 60s, right? Oh, it's fun that they're giving us a summer scene, not setting it all in winter. Gotta have your chaperones.
Happiness is standing beside me. Will I find it? Yes, I will. Happiness is...
Hey, wait a minute. You didn't have a chance to bookmark that. Just taking your book, not bookmarking? The chaperoning is the best part.
Then why did you let her go?
Never been quite sure.
Probably because she didn't bookmark. Ooh.
You see? If you weigh me by gain, I weigh very little.
Isabel. Isabel? Isabel! Live with the memory. You, my only love.
As romantic as that is, I think that might be partly the problem. He thinks that she's his only love and he lost her. Well, no, work on yourself and get someone new. Like, there will be someone else out there who will love you. It's not that you lost your only true love. Honestly, the older I get, the less I believe in true love. I'll be honest. If you can find someone who tolerates you, it's a miracle right there. This was a pivotal moment for him. He chose to bury himself in his work. He could have also chosen to let her go, but then not completely cut himself off from the potential of love and found someone else. When I was younger, I thought this moment was incredibly romantic. And now I'm just like, the relationship ended. That's fine. Move on. I don't know. I guess I have less tolerance for I had one love in my entire life and they left me and that's it. I adore the new Hunger Games Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes movie. But I'll admit, Snow, you fall in this category. One woman rejects you because of the choices you made, and you're just like, that's it. I'll never love again. Chill. Both of you, Scrooge and Snow, just chill.
Come here, Scrooge, I'm waiting for you. Or shall I come in there and get you? Is it too bright for you?
Wow, they outdid themselves.
Come over here. What year is this?
1860.
Then I have 1859 brothers.
1860 is when this is set. That changes things. Maybe they deliberately set this later so that they could have waltzing and a tree, because if this is 1860, then we're actually 1820s in the Fezziwig scene, which means legitimately they have waltzing. Well, why didn't they tell us this earlier? I appreciate that they're letting us know now. I will say, I'm looking at the original illustration of him right now. The costuming is spot on. His outfit is based on the original illustration. They even have the bare chest. That is amazing attention to detail.
Let me assure you that I am a man of the highest principles and the most generous spirit.
Generous spirit? You? You don't know the meaning of the phrase.
Look at this goblet. Very Bachian.
Tra-la-la, papa, chances are we shall get up and prance.
Oh my goodness.
It will cost you nothing, which I'm sure will be good news for you.
Will they be able to see me?
No, which I feel sure will be good news for them.
I could do with another of them drinks.
Now, the only remaining problem, my dear, is whether to put the stuffing inside the goose or the goose inside the stuffing.
And to Tiny Tim, for the health we wish him. For the sake of your father, I'll even drink to that old miser, Mr. Scrooge.
And what will become of Tiny Tim?
If he's going to die, then he'd better do it and decrease the surplus population.
Mm-hmm.
The time has come that I know you all look forward to in this house every Christmas Eve.
The 1860s is starting to come out here. Because before this, I was seeing mostly starched petticoats underneath gowns. She has a hoop on. Interesting. It makes sense because lower classes might not have access.
The minister's cat is a lordly cat.
The minister's cat is a lazy cat.
The minister's cat is a ludicrous cat.
The minister's cat is a lascivious cat.
The minister's cat is a...
Ah! They're really emphasizing the aging makeup here, which is interesting. I wonder if they're going to soften it in the last scene. I'm looking forward to the next one.
All these people owe me money. They love me and I never knew.
Three cheers for Mr. Scrooge!
What did I do? What did I do? Whatever it was, it has made me truly happy, and I am the cause. I shall remember this moment until my dying day.
Which is now.
I have to say thank you very, very, very much.
Thank you very, very, very much.
Not quite the song you want to hear at your funeral.
You woke my baby. Will you keep quiet?
Beg your pardon, lady.
And if I had
I remember hearing this song somewhere. I'm guessing in a theater production somewhere, but I've seen so many variations of this story in the theater now that they all just kind of run together. I'll be honest. But this song sticks out. Thank you very, very, very much. I'm pretty sure I heard it, but I don't remember any of the other songs. So I guess they were just forgettable? It's probably a wooden cross because that's what he could afford.
No, no. Please, I beg you. I've seen the error of my ways. I will repent. Truly, I will repent.
Ah, he does look a little younger. They've been doing a great job with the makeup in the various ages he's been at. I gather this is how.
Today, so I thought I'd come to greet you, show you to your quarters. That he has appointed you to be his personal clerk. A singular honor. What Bob Cratchit was to you.
That's not fair! It's...
Not only is it kind of perfect that it's frozen because of the way he treated Bob Cratchit and not putting the coal on, but also in Dante's Inferno, the frozen part of hell was like the worst part. So it's a double meaning here, which is great.
It's even bigger than I thought it would be.
Alec Guinness is just knocking us out of the park.
Here it is now.
Oh, wow.
Now that's what I call a turkey. It's twice the size of Tiny Tim. Come on, dear boy. Let's go and open the toy shop. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Is he gonna get the doll?
And I'll have that. And some of those. And the hobby horse. And several kites. And the horse. And the...
You are making the toy shop's Christmas here.
Mr. Scrooge.
Are you all right?
What has happened?
What's happened? It's perfectly simple, Pringle. I've discovered that I like life. I like pouring.
Ah!
This is for you, my dear. A sort of belated wedding present.
Oh, Uncle Ebenezer, thank you. Christmas lunches, sharp at 3. May we expect you?
You may.
In the future Coca-Cola outfit, but I won't quibble with that.
Now, where are the other presents? This dolly is for you, my dear, and this one is for you, and this pretty little dolly is for you.
It's the dolly in the corner.
Do they have enough room in their house for this?
For you.
The look on everyone's faces.
You can keep it. It's my Christmas present to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
very much.
That's the nicest thing that anyone's ever done for me.
It sounds a bit bizarre, but things the way they are. I feel as if another
Is he gonna rip all the
life
pages
comes
out?
for
Yeah.
me.
Thank you very much. That's the nicest thing that anyone's ever done for me.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas,
Mr. Scrooge! Come to my office on Monday morning and I will give you 100 guineas for your most worthy cause and the same every Christmas!
Thank you very, very much, Mr. Scrooge.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh,
Merry Christmas!
everyone. I thought this was really well done. The set designs, the casting choices. I think I've heard the songs before. Definitely the Thank You Very Much. And A Christmas Carol. That one. The others, I guess because they're kind of generic songs, I didn't recognize them. Also, I've seen so many holiday musicals that just... I used to see maybe 6 or 7 versions of A Christmas Carol every year when I was a theater critic. It adds up. I really enjoyed, weirdly, the scene in hell, because that was an extra layer of terrifying. It's one thing to be forging your own chain. It's another to have a frozen room there that you literally chose in your lifetime. It's just an exaggerated version of it. You know, it makes you wonder what yours would be. I tend to overwork myself. I would probably have a similar office situation, I'm guessing. That scene I can understand scaring you. Coming upon your own grave, for me, is comforting. I'm paying my gravesite off in 1 month. I'm so excited. I'm planning to go out and visit just for fun. I would just be like, ooh, nice. I really loved the costuming of the ghosts. Once we figured out this is supposed to be in 1860, I have mixed feelings about the costuming because some of them were decent, but most of them, I'm sorry, they're 1840 and 1850. And then we had the Regency flashback. But I'm very confused on the costuming. I did like that a lot of it seemed to be drawn off of the original illustrations. That was cool. This was such a strange mix of incredible attention to detail, like the grave marker for Tiny Tim being a wood cross, and then just complete, I don't know what's going on with like the hoop situation and the petticoat over the hoop situation. Overall, this was excellent. The acting, the singing, the choreography, the settings. We just need to get better costumes. And hair. Oh, the hair. Don't even get me started on the hair. I'm not going to talk about it. You know, this hair was just... I've seen worse. I once went to a production that was supposed to be in the 1850s, and they took long sleeve sweaters. I'm not kidding. And they sewed trim in a V shape on the sweater and then added fake buttons. And that was supposed to be the 1850s costumes. I spent the entire play just like, at that point, don't even bother. Just put them in modern outfits. It'll be less distracting. I think they spent their budget here on getting some great dancers and singers and actors. And then they're like, oh, right, we have to put clothes on them. Oops. It's okay, I'll forgive it.